Welcome everyone as I plan for the week of September 14th, a memory plan in my Whistle and Birch using this Hello Petite Paper kit with a lovely spring field. Given that it's spring here in Melbourne, I'm going to pull in some scripts and a couple of icons, but I won't be using any foil this time. I'll speed you through and we'll catch up when the basis is done. Getting started for the week, I'm going to lay down some quarter boxes across the weekdays in the various colours. I'm going to probably try and match them to those today headers that I've used and the today headers that were used in the base of the kit. And I'm just going to put those across from Monday to Friday so that I can mark my work schedule, which is how I usually start planning my week. And this week I'm using a little work script there on 2 days, because there are 2 days that I'm in the clinic. And then I've got 3 days that I'm working from home. So those small work ones were from Tickle Pit Planning, and these little work from homes are ones that I've made myself. And I'm using them on the days that I am obviously working from home. So once I've laid down that basis, it's time to start planning for things during the week. I'm also going to add from the Hello Petite Paper icons, which are separate to the kit, just some glasses and a little notepad and pencils there to mark the days that I actually go into the clinic for work. And then I'm just going to add the weekend banner across over on Saturday and Sunday. I did fluff around with this little one. It was very fine, and to get it straight without pulling it and breaking it was proving challenging. But eventually we got it down, and that indicated the 2 days of the weekend over there. So just zooming you in onto the beginning of the week and starting with Monday. Again, I'm using a Hello Petite Paper um, icon and script, Coffee Monday. That is separate to the kit. I've got a few Hello Petite papers. I just love her style, her lovely watercolour florals, and in this case, the pink and blue vibe is right up my alley. So I'm just laying down one of the small flags and popping on top of that payday, and then going down to my 3 little checklists and adding the things that I needed to get done on this day. So underneath that, I've gone back to the kit and taken one of the longer flags, the one with the foil on it, just turned that upside down and popped on there that I have a Monday evening meeting, which I needed to mark. And that filled the bottom, and then I'm working my way back up again just to see how things are going to fit and how much room I'm going to have between things. So I started off by laying down one of the littles from the kit to mark filming. And again, just like I had done previously, I fluffed around a little bit with this one. Couldn't quite get my sizing right or my position correct. And eventually, after a little bit of a play, I did get that right. So the film script is from Paper Crown Planner, and the little camera with the bow on it is from Print Petticoat Bandit. And they are both printables, so I've got them in my stash. Trimming down a little bit of washi to place in between the film and the meeting, just a little bit too much white space in that one. So moving across to Tuesday, it was time to mark that on this particular day in the clinic I would be working on reception, and that particular shift was from 1:30 till 6:30. These A and B teams have been working quite well. Everybody is fairly tired because it's been quite a different change to what we're used to. But I'm hoping in the next couple of weeks we will be able to get back to our normal roster, and I have no doubt that our staff will be happy for that to happen. So just underneath that, I've used a half box from the kit, and I've placed a Paper Shire envelope on there and a Happy Mail sticker to mark that I got a delivery from Live, Love and Craft on this occasion. They're always lovely, and I think that might have been a catch-up delivery from a couple of orders that I had placed with her. And then I'm taking some of the deco from the kit and just marking that I had a couple of errands to do in the morning. And I haven't used all of the floral here. I've just taken a little slice off the side of it and added it to there. And just going down to mark underneath that I needed a few things that I had to get done that morning also out of the way. That Happy Mail script, by the way, came from Planet Beautiful. So moving across to Wednesday, and this was a work from home day. And I've marked that, well, I didn't actually do a coffee run. I ran from my office out to the kitchen where David had made me a nice cappuccino. So definitely one of the bonuses from working from home is getting a lovely coffee to start my day. And again, using another small piece of washi and popping a laptop over it. But I realised I wanted to write something on there and it was a bit busy. So I've reverted to one of the littles from the page or from the kit, and I've popped that laptop back over the asterisks at the side. This was a day that such a lot of paperwork had built up, and I really had to catch up on so many things. It was a huge pile, and I just had to start from the top and work my way through, do the best I could to get it completed, or at least make inroads into it if not completed. And I had taken home a bit of filing that I needed to sort through as well. So yes, this was a day spent mainly with paperwork until the end of the day when I was able to do a voiceover on a previous plan with me. And I've marked that with a microphone and a little script from Mr. and Mrs. Mint. Again, these are also printables. And then just underneath that, I've popped another one of the littles from the page and marked that I watched Confession, which was a series I'd been watching on a Wednesday evening, which was really quite good. Not sure if it finished on this night or the next week, but it had just about concluded by then, I think. And just a small cut down piece of washi from the kit to lay there, and that little half of the floral that I had used earlier. So now that's the first half of the week complete, and it's time to move on to Thursday. So Thursday was a work in the clinic day, and again it was a reception at from 1:30 till 6:30. I think I might have mentioned before that we've divided our teams in half, and we've got 7 in our admin team. So I made up the 8th person so that we could make this roster work. And I can honestly say it has been very challenging trying to manage the hours at reception as well as get through practice managers' work, especially at the moment because COVID is presenting us with lots of lovely new protocols and rules and regulations and things that have to be actioned. But that's okay because we're getting there, and that's the main thing. So I've used one of the beautiful half boxes from the kit with the scallop around it and the florals. So beautiful. This was a bit of a crazy day because we had sirens and fire engines and police going and buzzing around everywhere, and we were evacuated from the building. And it turned out there was quite a large gas leak, and it all started around 4 o'clock, and at 6:45 we were still standing outside the building. So my colleagues and I called it quits. There was really nothing more we could do, and we had to leave what work was left undone that way, and get the building closed off and head off, hoping that it was going to be here the next day. The roads into the centre had also been blocked off, so it was quite a sizable leak and one which concerned them. But in the end, it was all under control and had a good ending. We didn't have any damage, which was good. And then just using my to-do list, I've popped down there that I got some happy mail from Planet Press, and I watched Father Brown that night, one of my favourite little shows. So moving across now onto Friday, and we had a birthday in the family. It's a pretty large family, so birthdays are not uncommon, but we tend to have them in groups, and we did have a couple through September, but this was one of my grandsons. And Ashton had a pretty shaky start in life, but he's certainly made up for it. And he's a very special 9-year-old, and that was his birthday on this day. I had lots of agenda items that one of the doctors had passed on that he wanted followed up for the next meeting. So I spent the day ringing people who I had already contacted with regard to some of these items, and I had to chase up. We also had, David made some homemade doner kebabs that night, which were delicious, and I relaxed watching Murder on the Orient Express, the modern version of it, which was still quite enjoyable, even though I know what goes on. It was quite a good take on it, and I enjoyed it, and it was nice and relaxing. And then just popping in the middle of that, I've used a Paper Shire flat lay down the bottom, which I feel has sort of got the colours and the feel of this kit, and they've worked well with it. And then one of their little notes stickers to write on there that I had chased up these emails with regard to the agenda. In fact, I think that might have been a little freebie from Paper Shire. They're very, very generous with their stickers, and they're very handy to use. So using another one of the littles, this one's got a little floral around the outside of it. I've used the Hello Petite Paper extra sheet in my icon stash to add that I had a sleep in on Saturday morning. I usually try and get a sleep in on one of the weekend days, either be it the Saturday or the Sunday, just depending on how things pan out. At the moment, while we're in lockdown, I can't have grandbabies staying, which is heartbreaking at the moment. And so it means that I've got a little bit more scope for those sleep-ins. Once I got up, I needed to edit a movie, and I then wanted to, or a video rather, and then I wanted to upload that video to YouTube so that was right to go. And I tend to do that, try and upload a video each weekend. Find working the 5 days once a week at the moment is doable. Could probably manage 2, but I don't want it to become a chore and for me to start not enjoying it. So once I've marked those two things, I've gone back to another little from the kit and popped on there using a Paper Shire nail polish bottle with a cute little bow on it that I painted my nails on this day. And again, something that I tend to do during the weekend. I don't find enough time to do it during the week. And then I've just gone down to my to-dos. I did need to print some scripts that I was short on this weekend, marked that edit and upload, and also that I needed to foil some icons that I'd printed the week before. And then I've popped back and used an Oscar and Lou printer to mark the activity with the printing and the cutting. Had a bit of a think about where I wanted to put it, but eventually found a little spot there on the side. They're one of my favourite printer icons. I quite like them. For an unfoiled icon, they're really quite lovely. And using another half box over there to the right, that beautiful foil, rather floral, said it again, beautiful floral on there. I just marked that I had to order a few bits and pieces. My sunlight had, or rather my soft light had come in, and I was wanting to order some inserts for the Aurastel planner that I had. I have got some, but I thought I would have an option of another type of layout, so I got one of those from Jacinia Printables. And I also needed to mark that this was Christina's birthday, as on this day. She'd headed off to work in the morning, so we did a bit of decorating of the house and tried to fluff it up for her as best we could with an ISO birthday. These ISO birthdays are becoming the norm, but we had a bit of fun. We had some really nice food, and I turned one of the half boxes around on its side and added probably the largest floral piece out of the kit. That same birthday script that I had used earlier, and from Behaven Designs, that one is, and added a bottle from the decoration and just marked on there that it was Christina's birthday, and we celebrated mainly in the afternoon, and then added a bow to finish it off from the deco out of the kit. So that was the last thing, and finishing off Sunday night, and that was the week done. So here is the full spread. I'll go back in and note down the bottom my gratitudes, and to the side my meals. And these are the stickers that were left. Considering it's, they're one of the smaller kits, although I did get the deco sheet as well, there was still plenty of stickers left, which was lovely. So thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.